Yo, welcome to the Big Take. I'm your host, John Red, here to bring you the biggest take in professional open bodybuilding. Long time no see. What a better time than now than a few days outside of the Dubai Pro. First of all, the Dubai Pro is a phenomenal show. They've only done one last year. It was great. The live stream was great. The quality of the video was great. The music was great. It was very today music. The environment felt very today. I'm just going to talk about top five, specifically top three, but I'm going to talk about 4 and 5, who I think will be 4 and 5 first, and I'm going to start with everybody and break them down. So let's start out with Nexzilla. Now, Nexzilla is obviously, condition can be better throughout his career. As far as his genetics, they are what they are. They have pros and they have cons. Obviously, from the front, he's a little bit clunky because of the wide, awkward shape, huge legs. Delts are a little bit small for the arms, kind of narrow up top. From the side, the dude's got the best side shots, specifically the side tricep in bodybuilding right now, in open pro right now. That waist does not exist from the side. It's a crazy, crazy side tricep, as you can see. He'll be 4 or 5. Dashia, who I'm a huge fan of, I imagine will also be 4 or 5. Now, Nathan has obviously been extremely competitive. He has like a crazy pro win record. He can't get to the States, obviously, for the Olympia. He's qualified multiple times, still hasn't gotten to the Olympia. The package that Nathan is bringing, at least from the outside looking in, mind you, he hasn't filled out. He hasn't done peak day, peak 48-hour stuff. Obviously, it's peak week, but he looks a little bit flat. He looks a little bit undersized. He's still got great attributes. To me, he just looks a little bit flat, specifically in the chest. That's about it. You know, he looks very conditioned. I just don't think that as far as William Bonac, Tonio Burton, and Biruse Tobani, that he can compete with those guys enough to take a spot from those guys. But Nathan looks great, and we'll see what happens when he carbs up, fills out, does whatever drugs that he needs to enhance the process. But we'll see. So my top 3 is going to be, just like everybody else's fucking top 3 that's talking about it, is Biruse, William Bonac, and Tonio Burton. Now, we're going to start out with Bonac. Bonac is 43 years old, and this dude just had like a second life. He's got like 9 lives like a cat. He might be on like life number 4, maybe. Let's say 3, because he's 43. He's looked great this year in all the shows. Obviously, he won the Detroit Pro. Even with the atrophy in the tricep on his right arm, he looks great. That right arm tricep atrophy is what's keeping me from putting him in second or first. Other than that, the dude just has great shots. Side shots are going to be competitive with everybody. Back shots are going to be essentially pretty competitive with everybody. We saw him stand next to Nick Walker at the New York Pro. Obviously, he did not win. Obviously, Nick Walker is on another level, but the dude still looks really, really great. He's still a top 7 Olympia guy. And, you know, who knows what he'll bring, but it's really that right arm, the tricep specifically, that keeps me from putting William Bonac over that hump to get first or second. Now, your top 2 guys, just no question about this, is going to be Biruse and Tonio Burton. So let's start out with Biruse. Bonac will be getting 3rd. Biruse, obviously he won last year, hometown kind of deal in the Dubai Pro. Biruse is just great. It's extremely unfortunate that we haven't been able to see Biruse on the Olympia stage, because obviously the green card stuff and all that stuff coming from that side of town, coming into the States is difficult, and it's even more difficult now because of Trump's new order with the travel ban. I wish there was there's got to be somebody in bodybuilding at a high level that can talk to Donald and be like, hey, can we get these guys in and can it be smooth? Smooth transition. Same with Hadi. I don't understand how Hadi has had such a difficult time getting in the States every time to get to the Olympia. When he's Hadi, he's an Olympia champion. He's great. Extremely dangerous bodybuilder. Same thing has applied to Biruse at an even higher level because he's never made it to the Olympia. Biruse is another top 7 guy in the Olympia at least. Now, Biruse is enormous. He's tall. The only thing that I can take away from Biruse is, in general, from his previous shows, conditioning can be better. He's super wide, like I said, super tall. He's also been always in very good condition, but just not that crazy, grainy, granite condition that we would like to see from any open pro champion. Biruse, as far as muscle bellies, he's a little bit square, right? He's not bubbly like a Tonio Burton, Dexter Jackson, Ronnie Coleman, Lee Haney. Doesn't have the really round muscle bellies, but collectively the guy's fucking great. From the back, his glutes overpower the back shots a little bit, kind of a lot of bit. You know, Ian Valliere had very dominant glutes, but it was still in proportion with the rest of physique. Tobani, you know, I mean, it's just too big. But nonetheless, it's not like a death sentence by any means. The most muscular is crazy. Side shots are crazy. Front double is crazy. He's the defending champion. I expect him to be extremely hard to beat. But who I believe will beat him is Tonio. Tonio has a better physique. He has bubbly muscle. He has little to no weaknesses. The only knock, if you had to put one on Tonio, is the hamstrings from the back. He's just an exceptional bodybuilder. He's put on a lot of weight. He just won the Legion Pro. He's put on size. He looks like a complete fucking action figure. Obviously, if you look at the scale, he's a lot smaller than Biruse, but the way he's built is gonna cut out a lot of that noise, right? I saw Tonio on a podcast recently, and he said that I'll give Biruse like the side shots. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. Tonio has aggressively improved his side shots, aggressively improved his size. He's gonna be extremely fucking hard to beat. Obviously, Tonio was 8th place at his Olympia debut, where he weighed like 15 to 20 pounds less than he does right now. The side shots are crazy. The front double is crazy. Biruse, getting back to the square muscle belly things, as far as the sweep, it's a little bit square. He does have sweep, but it's a little bit straight. Tonio, on the other hand, is east, west, longitude, latitude, is all the way crazy. The detail in the quads, all the way crazy. The taper, all the way crazy. It's gonna be tough to beat Biruse on his home turf, but if anybody's gonna do it, it's Tonio. If there's somebody that's creeping up on the top 5 guys, top 3 guys, it's Tonio. We haven't seen Tonio side by side with aggressively competitive competitors like we presume Biruse to be, because he hasn't been at the Olympia. He hasn't been next to Samson. Neither has Tonio. He hasn't been next to a Nick Walker. Neither has Tonio. But the updates that Tonio has had recently, along with his showing at the Legion Pro, have been fucked up. And I expect this guy whether first or second, to be the better bodybuilder on that day, which is coming up here pretty fucking soon. But anyways, I'm John Red. This is The Big Take. Sorry for the fucking hiatus. Long time no see, and I'm gonna bye.